Yo, what is up, you guys? It's the Michael Myers. Welcome back to a brand new live stream, man. So yeah, man, definitely had to do my weekly live stream. You already know. I know it's Tuesday today. Hope you guys are having a good Tuesday, man. Usually I do them on Monday, um, but every once in a while I do it on Tuesday. But yeah, man, today nothing much, nothing major, just chilling at the house, like I said. Uh, Usually Tuesday is a good day, for me. Usually Monday and Tuesday is a little bit more of a, mellow days for me. But yeah, man, so I pretty much on today's live stream, I'm gonna be showing you guys, you know, what I've been up to these days. I would say for the past week or so, pretty much since the last time you guys seen me, which was like, I think 2 weeks ago, I think, last time I went live, a week and a half ago. But yeah, man. So pretty much I've been, doing a little bit here and there with the collection. Of course, that's one of the bigger things that I'm, set out to do is the collection update. But I've also, it kind of does fall into the same category for as collection and displays. I've been working on these custom busts, man. So yeah, and I've done these. I know you guys seen me with a few of these little custom busts in the past. And yeah, like I said, I recently kind of hopped back onto it. And I'm gonna be honest, that's all I've been watching on YouTube. Whenever I do have the chance to be on YouTube, I be checking out bust collection videos, different sort of pieces. Of course, me, man, I'm more of a, you know, mask collector, latex mask. What's it? How do you say it? Like produced masks, licensely produced masks. That's more of my thing. Of course, busts, man. When it comes to like real bust, real pieces like that, I feel that that's when you hit the next stage, next level in collecting. Of course, none of that awesome stuff, you know, is cheap. You definitely gotta have some definitely gotta have some bread, to collect those top end pieces. And like I said, man, if I really had the money like that, I think this is where, the passion would be in as far as collecting. Like I said, collecting, mass produced masks is cool for sure. Love it. I still love it. It's still great when I order a new mask. The latest mask I ordered was the Freddy's Revenge mask. So yeah, and as a matter of fact, I do have the unboxing coming soon. Actually, did film it already. I think I'm almost done editing. I know I've been editing that video, bits and pieces here and there for like a whole week now, or a week and a half that I had the mask. I think 2 weeks now. But yeah, it's just that, during the week I'd be a little bit more busy. Days like today, I do a little bit here and there, and then I continue whenever I can. But yeah, for sure, the unboxing to the Freddy's Revenge mask, it's definitely right around the corner. I also, my last video, I did unbox the Rob Zombie mask, man, which is the second time I bought this mask. Pretty cool mask. I'm really glad I was able to, find a good copy. So you guys can go check that out. They're doing an unboxing of that. Yo, Nicholas Woodo, what's up, man? What's up? Just here chilling, man. Hope you're doing good. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Gonna be showing you some of these busts, man. So yeah, it's mostly, for fun. They're kind of for hobbies whenever you're bored. And that's how I look at it, and if you guys are really wanna like step it up a bit, step it up a notch, as far as like display and collecting, instead of having just like the masks just displayed on the stand or whatever. It's pretty cool to, add the clothing, the busts and stuff like that. I made two, as you guys can see, have them in the background. Got the Part 4 Jason, and then I do have a Freddy bust, which I've done a Freddy one in the past before. Of course, man, I feel like Freddy is probably the easiest one to make a bust out of. For example, let's say Myers, even Jason. But the reason I just put this Jason bust together, because couple months ago, I did acquire the Par 4, you know, clothing and stuff like that. I also have that costume test coming soon. Um, but yeah, like I said, for Freddy, it's a little bit more easier, I feel, because, you know, it's just the plain sweater. Luckily, I this is like the second Freddy sweater. I do own Freddy sweater. Um, this one is, I think, a size small. It was, you know, a sweater I had as a kid, so it's an extra one I had laying around, and it happens to work, you know, great. And yeah, of course, I do have my other one that does fit me. So, yo, Norman Fleming, what's up, man? What's up? Glad to see you guys back on here, man. Like I said, hope you guys are having a good Tuesday, man. Good Tuesday. Hope you guys are having a good summer, you know, overall, because you know, it's been pretty cool. I'm really digging this summer. Like I said, I feel I'd be doing a little bit more. I'm a little bit more in about this summer, you know, trying to enjoy the heat. But hope you guys are doing the same thing, man. I know different parts of the world, some places hotter than others. Hope you guys are staying hydrated, man. Staying cool out there. Yo, horrors galore. I got the... Awesome, man. Horrors galore. I definitely would love to check that out, man. Definitely should do a video. Like I said, I've kind of been watching, you know, mostly Jason, because this is the bust I just put together right now. I've been looking at different pieces, you know, different hockey masks, and these are good quality stuff, guys. Like I said, you gotta have bread to collect these high-end pieces, you know. But like I said, man, from what people say, it's very well worth. It's well worth the money, you know. Especially, like I said, those high quality M pieces, you know. And I feel when it comes to busts and awesome high quality pieces like that, you also gotta have, you know, the space for it. I'm kind of limited, as you guys can see, in my little horror room. I do have a nice shelf right here. Got the horror closet. Got a few different masks, different stuff displayed. But you definitely gotta have the space for it too, man. But I would like to make it into a bust. Yeah, man, definitely recommend it. Like I said, I just think it's way I think it's better, more fun. Like I said, when it comes to the hobby, and you know, the you know, boredness does play a part. You know, at least when I was making these busts, I was bored. Let's do it. Let's try it out. So I definitely recommend it. Right now, I'll give you guys a closer look. I'll show you guys how I made them. They're not exact. They're not like perfectly. I'm still trying to, you know, play with them. You know, trying to make them a little bit better. You know, so I could be a little bit more satisfied. I'm kind of satisfied how they are right now. For the Jason, I feel the Jason does need a bit more work because I just feel like it could be a little, like the box that I used is a little too big compared to the Freddy one. I'll show you guys right now, but give you guys kind of like a little just so you guys could get an idea. Like I said, it's the cheap way to do it. So most definitely 119 degrees in Las Vegas. Damn, Nicholas, that's crazy. Crazy, man. Yeah, I know Vegas is always hot, you know. I could only imagine, man. Like I said, I hope you're staying cool out there. Over here, you know what? Over here in Cali, man, it definitely hasn't even hit the hundreds, but it will start hitting the hundreds, I believe, in the next week or so, if I'm not mistaken. Right now we've been 80s, 90s, but other than that, you know, but like I said, I always feel the hotness really comes towards July, towards August, so I definitely can't wait, man. I can't wait for the fall to come. Hey, Norman, same here. Honestly, summer is my least favorite time of the year. But like I said, I still try to, you know, go out and enjoy it, you know, instead of being more and about, like I said, more out and about and stuff like that. Oh yeah, man, for sure. There's nothing like the fall and winter, for sure. You know, one good thing I do take from the summer is that it kind of is it's preparing us. It's letting us know, preparing us that October's right around the corner. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Like I mentioned before, to me, The Halloween season to me kind of feels like late August or early September. You know what I mean? Once we're in September, yeah, it's kind of like a we feel it. But to me, it's kind of like late August. So I mean, we're really not far away, man. Time really does fly. Like I said, especially in a year goes like this. So I mean, I remember when we were just in October last year, you know. But it's a great thing, though. It's a great thing for sure. Check out either Crash Cunningham. I've heard of Crash Cunningham. They have the best hockey masks for sure, man. We'll look into it. We'll look into it. I don't think I've heard of AUZ, but I think I have heard of Crash Cunningham. A lot of good ones. A lot of good, independent, artists and stuff like that. Different companies. They do have, their websites. I've seen a few. But yeah, for sure, hockey masks are a great thing. Me personally, I prefer customizing them. I kind of also do prefer them, like with the Part 4, for example. That's a custom-made hockey mask. I made a whole video on it. Even the hood is kind of new. But I was gonna use the Part 4, the NECA one. But of course, man, those NECA masks, definitely don't recommend them for cosplay. For display, maybe, but you gotta be real careful, man. Make sure they don't fall over. Like this one, look, I literally have the Roy Burns right here. This is the NECA. Good thing it hasn't fallen over, man. Now that I think about it, out of all of the NECA masks, I think that Roy Burns Part 5 could be the little bit more, I wouldn't say sturdy, but it's definitely more, I don't know what it is, man. It could be, the Roy Burns mask is a little bit more, wide. So I think that kind of helps it, and it's on a cheap latex mask, so it definitely hasn't caused me any problems, you know what I mean? But yeah, for sure, if you're going for cosplay purposes, for a costume, I definitely recommend either customizing them, or you could, buy a nice quality mask that's wearable. A little bit pricey, like I said, but it's definitely worth the money. The Shape of Horror, are you doing any more busts? Just join. I don't know if you said anything about doing more busts. For sure, man. I mean, I do plan on it. These two right here are the ones I currently have that I finished working, man, not too long ago. Like I said, here, I'll show you guys. Gonna start showing you guys. But yeah, I do plan, hopefully, like I said, does take not just time, but space. But yeah, definitely. But like I said, I kind of started. Yo, Ben Armstrong, yo, what's up, man? Just here chilling. Gonna be showing you guys these 2 new custom busts I finished making. So yeah, man. Like I said, if you guys are, I'm gonna give you guys a little guide through how to do it and stuff like that. But yeah, so like I said, I've made a Freddy bust in the past. You guys seen it. I recently, like I said, acquired the Part 2 Freddy's Revenge mask, man, and my favorite version of Freddy is the Part 2 Freddy. I even got a shirt, as you guys can see. I don't know, something about the Part 2 has always been, the creepiest one. A little bit more than I always have, I always struggle with that question, if it's the original 84 my favorite or Part 2. But sometimes I lean more to Part 2, man, because he just looked more creepier. Not just the look, he acted more creepier in the movie. One of the standouts to me from the look, obviously this is a mass-produced mask. It's not obviously they couldn't capture everything, but I think it's solid enough, man. I think it's solid enough. Honestly, I was planning to purchase this mask and kind of touch it up a bit, like as far as detail, but I'm actually quite satisfied. And I know from the 3 masks Trick or Treat Studios came out with, the Part 2 was the weaker one. And yeah, and that's the main reason I never bought it, man, because like I said, I wasn't a fan of the detail. But I'm actually quite surprised with this copy. Really, man, it's definitely more detailed than I thought it was gonna be. I'm obviously gonna be giving you guys a close-up review once I drop the review. But yeah, man, of course I added the sweater. Of course, I do plan on kind of like, adding the arm, sort of, and making, the glove come out of the arm. I'm still trying to still work on that. But yeah, man, also, as a matter of fact, I did order, shout out, I believe it was Johnny Melikali, who's a regular on here. Shout out to you, man. He definitely recommended me some acrylic eyes, man, on Amazon, if I'm not mistaken. And I looked them up, man, and I happened to find across some good ones that, happen to work for the Freddy's Revenge look. And I have those coming in the mail. So I definitely can't wait to, add those acrylic eyes. I think it's going to add more to, the bust, the piece itself. So yeah, and like I said, I kind of wanted to touch it up a bit. One of the main standouts in his makeup from part 2 is like some of the, the sunken eyes. I thought that was really effective, see how I could try to do that. I know the eyeballs, acrylic eyeballs, are going to be quite a bit smaller, like there's going to be some area left, on the side. I'm going to try to make them, sunken in some kind of way. Recommendations are always open. So yeah, another great thing I also loved about the Freddy's Revenge is like the cheekbone. They're a little bit more visible. I guess they can't really capture all that, but like I said, man, as far overall the part 2 look great. That's why I'm doing this bust based on the part 2. So yeah, pretty dope. So what I have in here, man, it's actually just a shoebox. It is quite, I really do like this size. Like, if we look at the Jason, this is more of a bigger shoebox. As you guys can see, it's a little bit more wide. Which I'm gonna try to find, because I think it's a little too big. I'm gonna try to find one that's kind of like this size. I think it's perfect. Maybe add some like bags, or like, give them some shoulders or something. But I don't think it looks bad at all. I don't think it looks bad at all. So yeah, man, like I said, just a shoebox. Cover the shoebox up with the sweater. Like I said, you could add some like padding, some bags, maybe some cotton or something around, the box. So it could kind of make it look like he has like, the shoulders and stuff like that. It's not just like this. But I'm fine like this, to be honest. Like I said, I'm still kind of playing around with these, how they look in different angles and stuff like that. So yeah, man. And I do have the hat, which I'll show you guys right now. So here's the Jason one, man. Of course, this is the part 4 Jason. Quick second. So yeah, like I said, the Jason busts are definitely more, I will say more common. A lot of people love the Jason busts. So do I, especially the different Jasons we have. But like I said, man, it could be a little bit more complicated because, for Freddy, it's just a sweater. And for Jason, it's like a whole load of clothing. But like I said, I had recently, finished the costume. Not finished, but I acquired the green shirt, the green work shirt, and stuff like that. And of course, I did do a video on the on this custom part 4 mask, which I did make out of a blank hockey mask. I ordered a new hood as well, as you guys can see. It does need work on it for sure. Like, if we look at it from like the back and stuff like that, I don't know if I need to stuff it a little bit more, the hood, because it is quite it's not fully stuffed. But yeah, as you guys know, I did cut out the face and everything. And same thing with this, man. I grabbed a shoebox, one that's a little bit bigger than the Freddy one. Maybe that's why it looks a little bit more wider, like from the chest area. But yeah, I had to add, the white t-shirt. I just grabbed the random white t-shirt, threw it on, and then on top of that, I threw on the green work shirt. Of course, this is a Dickies work shirt. I kind of weathered it already. You know, probably will be, once I get closer to doing the costume test, I might weather it a bit more. But yeah, man, like I said, I'm still kind of playing with this one, trying to get it right, trying to get it, looking good. Like I said, it could be the size of the box of the, base. It could be the, need to stuff the head a little bit better, the latex mask. Uh, but yeah, but other than that, like, I pretty much got the basic idea, the basic concept about what I was trying to do, and yeah, I mean, I also with the mask, I kind of do want to go back, do a little bit more work to it. Like, I need to add like the, the blood dripping down a little bit. You could say this is, his look towards the end of the movie. Really towards the end of the movie, because I think towards the end of the movie, I don't even think he had the chevrons. Uh, and my version of the part four, I decided to add, the three chevrons. Well, two and one half of it. But but yeah, man, I don't know. I really do like how this came out. Like I said, if you're on a budget, trying to be creative, trying to, step up your display collection, your, display, your collection overall, man. I think this is a pretty cool, creative, effective way to do it. Like I said, there's a lot more I could do with it, so it could look a little bit more, accurate. Like I said, maybe add some bags or something in the shoulders. Maybe I feel like, yeah, what needs work is like the shoulder area, kind of. But like I said, man, the basic idea is definitely there, and I'm glad with it. Same thing with this one, part two. Really damn good, I don't know. That's just me. Um, Actually, as a matter of fact, I was looking at the comments the other day. I think someone commented on the review of this Jason bust, or I think it was one of the shorts I did with this. Someone asked why there was a hole. I know some of you guys, if you haven't seen the video, you guys are asking, probably wondering, why is there a hole in the nose? Well, when I was making this hockey mask, when I was working on the, painting the hockey mask and stuff like that, I was kind of like sanding, sandpaper, sanding off the hockey mask, so it could be a little bit easier to paint over. But while I was doing that, man, I actually it just broke randomly. Like I didn't even notice. But of course, the part four does happen to have damage in the nose area. So I kind of went over it, as you guys can see. I mean, it's not really as noticeable, kind of course. I know to to some it might, bother a bit, But honestly, man, since I was actually satisfied with this paint job, I can't even, sometimes it's not even noticeable for me, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, pretty dope. Like I said, this is my very first hockey mask I've painted that I was actually satisfied with. Like I've painted other hockey masks before, I've gambled into, the whole painting, customizing hockey masks. Never was really good at it, I felt like I would always rush them. Never had the patience for it. But with this one, man, since it was the only blank I had left. It wasn't even a blank. You know what? It was actually a remake mask that was already painted. A terrible remake mask. Like I said, my early, you know, painted hockey masks were kind of, shit. So, I scrapped that paint job and I threw on the part 4 paint job on top of it. And there we go, man. But yeah, I definitely recommend, like, if you're going to make a hockey mask, start from scratch, just to make things easier, buy the hockey mask instead of, try to remove the paint off, the previous paint and try to do a new look. I don't know, it just made the process a little bit more complicated. As a matter of fact, I think that's how the nose broke. When I was scraping off the paint job, the previous paint job, I was even, pouring hot water on it to make it easier and stuff like that. And I think that's when it happened to break off, man. But it's all good. Like I said, it's not really noticeable. At least to me, it's not. So yeah. So here, I'm gonna give you guys how it looks like with the hat. This hat right here. I'm also I'm in the process of trying to buy a new hat for Freddy Krueger. I did buy a new hat, which I'll show you guys right now as well. But it didn't really fit. Didn't really go with what I had in mind. But this hat right here, this is the hat I've been having for years, man. This is a one of those costume uh hats. This is actually I think it was I got this at a Halloween store, man, years ago. It when I was a kid still. I believe it was licensed. It was a officially licensed Freddy fedora from the remake. So yeah, and I remember buying it at a Halloween store, man, and I actually burned it, you know, try to make it more weathered, as you guys can see. So yeah, this is the only hat I've been having throughout the years. Like I said, it's more of a remake hat, but it looks pretty good. I mean, I think it looks good with any Freddy mask. Doesn't necessarily have to be like the remake look of Freddy. But I don't know. It looks pretty good. Like I said, I think the hat in part two, they made it a little bit more bigger, because like I said, they kind of wanted to give him more of like a witchy look. So I threw this one on, man. For now, like I said, I do want to get another one, uh, another fedora. The thing about it is, same with the masks. You could purchase these masks, the Trick or Treat Studio Freddy masks, with the hat included, uh, which is all right, But personally, I feel those hats, those fedoras are a bit too cheap. They're mostly Halloween costume fedoras. And for a Freddy display or for a Freddy cosplay, I rather much, been looking on eBay and stuff like that. And yeah, like I said, this one has done the trick, but I definitely gotta, start, you know, looking for another one. You never know, just in case this one, you know, it's better to have extras. But yeah, and I also did hold on, let me put this on. I did acquire, like I said, I did acquire a new fedora. I actually bought it off a one of those websites, man, or not one of those websites, one of those apps, man, that you like. It's an app. They show you. It's kind of like Mercari, kind of. One of those apps that people sell stuff, and it's you could local pickup and stuff like that. And that's what I did. I bought this fedora, man, pretty cheap too. There you go. As you guys can see, I threw it on the part one. Like I said, this is an actual real fedora. It's like it's not like a cheap costume one, but it was a bit too small, for the part two. It fits good. The only thing is the brim was a bit too small. And I know in part one his hat was a little bit more smaller, and it's also black. It's not brown, unfortunately. So yeah, so I threw it on the part one because I felt it was a little bit more fitting, than like the part two. Because like I said, I threw it on the part two, and I don't know, it just looked too small as far as like the brim and stuff like that. But yeah, man, those are my two custom busts. Definitely let me know what you guys think, man. So yeah, like I said, have your mask, latex mask ready. Have their costume clothing ready. Get a shoebox. Before, what I would use on my other what I had made. I had used, instead of a shoebox, I had used like one of my old record players, and that worked pretty good. Sometimes the shoebox, it's a little bit more more of a lighter. So if you want a little bit something more sturdy, record player, something. But the thing about I do have these shoe boxes do have shoes in them, so that could make them a little bit more sturdy. But I thought with the shoebox, the heads were gonna be kind of like wobbling around. You also gotta have a nice display, man. Like the Freddy has the paper towel, and I think this has like just like a bottle, man, just a drink bottle I filled up with water. So yeah, as you guys can see, I don't know if you can see the Jason. Any movement, that head could fall down a little bit easier. But like I said, man, it's all about adjusting it, messing with it, playing with it, trying to, you know, make it, satisfied to each, I just did a new one, Negan from The Walking Dead. Oh, that's sick, man. That's sick for sure. Yeah, yeah. I know Walking Dead has a nice fan base as well, man. They definitely I've seen different Walking Dead stuff throughout the years, man. That's dope. Very much agree. So Norman, yeah. Honest, yeah. First four had the best makeup. Uh, from the first four Nightmare movies. Freddy versus Jason as well. I feel the Freddy versus Jason look is kind of what do you call it? Like I know a lot of the merchandise, you know, for Freddy they kind of use the part two picture, or the Dream Warriors. But same with Freddy versus Jason. I felt the Freddy versus Jason look was like not the main one, but what really resonated with the average fan, or overall, they see Freddy, they think of the Freddy versus Jason. Of course, that's modern, more of a newer film. So that's what I think. From what I seen. But yeah, for sure, change in makeup, man, throughout the movies. You know what? I really disliked. What was it? Part five or Freddy's Dead? One of those, or I think it was both of them. They just look silly, man. The makeup looks goofy. Yeah, and like I said, man, something about the part two, more menacing. The cheekbones, the sunken eyes. I think really do it as well, man. So yeah, and of course, as you guys notice, these are the original versions of these characters. Of course, part two should have been a part one, but then we get Jason's his first look is part two, right? But as far as hockey mask and stuff like that, well, it was part three, but this is kind of the same thing, just a little bit more weathered, more damage. Of course, once we get to part four, he's like more weathered up, man. They look awesome. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Like I said, if you guys are trying to do something similar, I recommend it. It's really easy. Definitely, like I said, if you definitely like me, I would love to own like real actual bus pieces, but of course, man, they're actually quite pricey. Definitely gotta. They're not as affordable. Especially to us. Who are the common mass-produced mass collectors and stuff like that. But we all gotta start somewhere, man. For sure. Like if you're really serious about it, investing could be a option. But like I said, just as a collector, as trying to be creative, trying to, and this is all part of me trying to update the whole collection overall. Like I said, I already know how this new collection update is gonna lay out. Um, I already know it, yeah, and I already started. I know a lot of the stuff might look the same place and stuff like that. But like I said, man, once we get I'm just taking it, piece by piece, time taking my time with this, so it could actually turn out how I picture it. You know what I mean? Have you looked for a rehauled? Yes, I have. Horse galore. You know what? I have actually. I'm always looking on eBay for like the silicone ones. I haven't seen too much. I know when it comes to the Michael Myers masks, everyone on eBay Myers masks, or that's what they do for they rehaul, like the independent artists. They rehaul the Myers masks. They don't really rehaul these Freddy masks a lot. I've seen a nice bit of them here and there, like the one, like I think they have some on eBay right now, but it's mostly on the Part 4 Freddy mask, which was the more common mask from the Nightmare Collection Tots came out with. Mostly people have that one. Uh, but yeah, as far as the Part 1, Part 2, haven't seen too much rehauls, man, on those. Like I said, I was thinking of touching the Part 2 up a bit, you know? But yeah, like I said, I was trying to see people's, get an idea. But yeah, I couldn't find any. Definitely couldn't find any. But yeah, like I said, I'm quite satisfied with the paint job. Like I said, the Part 2, the detail it was missing a lot of detail, a lot of paint job. I'm not sure if these are like new reproduced masks, but yeah, it came out pretty good. It came out pretty good. Like I said, I'm cool with it. Only things I definitely want to do, like I said, is add like the eyeballs. Try to add like the sunken eyes and stuff like that. But we'll definitely have to see what happens, man. Like I said, I'm always up for recommendations. I know you guys definitely, I'm pretty sure you guys are a little bit more, as far as being like creative and stuff like this. You guys could possibly, be a little bit more advanced, a little bit more of ahead of the curve than me, But yeah, man. Yo, Michelle Loader, what's up? What's up, man? You're gonna do a Myers one? Yeah, I am. I definitely do plan, man. Like I said, as far as Myers, it does seem quite a little bit harder, because it is like whole coveralls. I definitely do. I definitely do want to, man. You know what? Before the live, I was thinking about a Myers one. I was thinking, if I do a Myers one, I was thinking of doing a Halloween 4 one. I don't know. I just love that Halloween 4 mask, especially the Trick or Treat Studios version. It's really good. It's definitely one of their better ones. Obviously, the main choice is to make a 78 version and stuff like that. So yeah, it could definitely be done. It could definitely be done. The only thing you could say that is stopping me or could slow down the process of making a Myers one could be the coveralls. As a matter of fact, man, that's one thing I definitely need to acquire as well, man. Is a new pair of coveralls, because look, I had oops, sorry, camera's falling. I had the navy blue, basic Myers coveralls, right? That I was using for years, for the costumes and stuff like that. Been having that one for the longest. That, like I said, that was my go-to coveralls. They were navy blue. Later on the line, which of course are more accurate. They're accurate to the original, of course. Well, in the first two, they used, the spruce green coveralls. Then later on, they just started using like blue or gray, whatever. So, but, the blue ones that I had, I ended up converting them into the Halloween Kills coveralls. So I added the whole burn effect and everything. So yeah, and of course the spruce green coveralls that I had left, I still use those, for the costume, for my own costume, you know what I mean? The own cosplay, which I might do that, use the actual coveralls that I wear. I might do that, man, or I just might buy another extra pair just for this simple, bust, man, because like I said, yeah, I definitely would like to make a Myers one. Yeah, for sure. I'm I'm fully not convinced which like right now that I started thinking, a lot of ideas came to mind that I could do from what I have here at my resources. Maybe a 2018 or not a 2018, maybe a kills or ends, like I said, those coveralls I did out of the burn effect. Maybe that, or like I said, the obvious choice is the original look. So yeah, man. So yeah, definitely we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes for sure, man. That's mandatory. That's definitely mandatory to do a Michael Myers one as well, man. Like I said, I just think it just wouldn't be right. You know, it wouldn't be right for without Myers. Yo, Infinity Dragon 7, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? Just here chilling, man. I remember watching your video 2020. Yeah, man, that's when it was. Yeah, you're talking about the Part 4 mask. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's a trip because, you know, of course, that was the first Freddy mask I've owned, you know, from Trick or Treat Studios. And it's funny, man, because I was actually, you know, I think I clicked it, you know, one time not too long ago. It's funny because that when I unboxed that, I was actually on my way to school, and I remember I was rushing it. I remember my Wi-Fi is lagging, guys. Apologize if I'm lagging. But yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I do remember that. When I unboxed that Freddy mask back in 2020, whenever that was, the Part 4 mask. I remember unboxing it on a rush to school. I was about to miss my bus, but I wanted to see how that freaking mask looks. So yeah, man, that's dope. That's dope. You remember that? Booming Gamer, yo, what's up, man? What's up, man? Hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're having a good Tuesday, man. Just here chilling. Like I said, this is what I've been up to lately. These custom busts. Part 4 Jason. Part 2 Freddy. So yeah, man, definitely let me know what you guys think. Like I said, definitely we'll be doing more work to these bad boys. Like I said, the eyeballs are on the way. Possibly a new fedora, but I think that could wait. What else? Add the glove, like on the sleeve. Like make it seem like, you know, the glove is coming out of the sleeve and stuff like that. So yeah, man, definitely let me know what you guys think. Like I said, always up for recommendations, man. You know, especially when it comes to this stuff. But haven't gotten anything new scores or anything like that, any new titles. Haven't gone to the DVD stores, man. So yeah, definitely will try to make my way back to the DVD store, see what I could come across. But yeah, guys, that's going to be pretty much it. Shout out to all of you guys who tuned in. Like I said, it was just a quick one, a chill one. Want to show you guys these bad boys. But yeah, man, definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Always up for recommendations. Once I do proceed with a few little update these a little bit, I'll give you guys an update. Like I said, the eyeballs. I did order some acrylic eyeballs for Freddy. And yeah, man, I definitely can't wait for you guys to see them. So stay tuned, guys. Definitely have more videos coming. The Freddy's Revenge unboxing is coming, and a few other videos, man, that I do have ready. So peace out. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, man. Have a great rest of your afternoon, great rest of your week, in case I don't see you guys no more. But you guys take it easy, man. Stay safe. Shout out to all of you guys who tuned in. It's the Michael Myers signing out. Peace out.